over Dennison, at least in the loss column. Dennison's lost 6 games while Wittenberg has just lost 4. So Wittenberg wants to finish in at least that 4 spot so they can host a tournament game. So it'll be interesting. But a big game tonight here, Sam.
No, absolutely. When you have 2 teams streaking like these 2 are, it's really about who can get out to that early, fast start and kind of keep that momentum going. I'm lucky enough to be able to host a show with McKenna Baker, who's on this basketball team, and she says the thing we talked about at the beginning of the season, Dave, where we were talking about identity for a team, it's really starting to come into form with this win streak, and going against a great OWU team like the Tigers are doing tonight, it's going to be a great test of that identity they're forming with Coach Williams Jeter.
Yeah, so here we are again at Pam Evans Smith Arena. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors from Ohio Wesleyan, Casey Schiffer will start at a guard spot. She is a sophomore from right up the road, Champaign County at Mechanicsburg. Casey's 5'9". She averages 13.4 points a game. Senior post player, 5'8", from Delaware, Molly Delaney. She averages 8.4 points per game. She wears number 12. Sierra Joyner, number 21, a senior post player, 5'10", from Centerburg. She averages 15.7 points per game. Sophomore point guard from Cincinnati, Ohio, 5'4", Elizabeth Holman. She averages 5 points a game. And another guard wing, sophomore Lauren Dennison. She is from Pataskala, Ohio. She averages 9 points a game. And Sam, how about for our Wittenberg Tigers tonight?
For the Wittenberg Tigers, Taryn Cash inserts herself into the starting lineup. Number 0 freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio, coming in averaging 2 points off of the bench usually. And I will finish the rest of the starters after our national anthem.
I can't hear you hardly. Which one of these does that?
For tonight's North Coast Athletic Conference matchup featuring the Battle of Bishops from Ohio Wesleyan University. Taking on your
talking, it's not coming through my headphones. Which one is it?
Good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the...
We're about ready for the playing of our national anthem. Sam, want to give me a high five here? We're just trying to get our...
High five.
Okay.
Still nothing?
For your cooperation.
Testing.
For some reason, I'm having trouble hearing Sam, but I'm sure you can hear him. Say something, Sam.
Testing.
Let's make sure you're going up.
Testing.
And remove your hats.
Testing.
For the playing of our national anthem.
Testing.
Our national anthem. It's in the right spot. Well, that's okay. As long as you can talk, I can tell. I can kind of hear you. I just can't hear it through my headphones. Oh. That wasn't down all the way. All right, so back here, Pam. Now we've got we finally figured out. Sam, say something to me.
Mic check.
You're the man, baby.
All right, let's continue with the Tigers starting lineup. Coming in at number 1, Delaney Williams. She comes in averaging 8 points a game, a senior from Lake Forest, Illinois. Go Braves. Abigail Yunker, number 2, averaging 12 points a game, a senior out of White House, Ohio. Christy Kalis, the all-time leading scorer for the Wittenberg Tigers, number 20 from Wilmette, Illinois, at 13.3 points a game. And at the center position, number 32, Jade Simpson from Edgewood, Kentucky, and she comes in averaging 10 points a game.
Christy Kalis now 1,313 points in her career here at Wittenberg.
I know that Christy was ecstatic when that bucket went in. Do you remember, Dave, when Steph Curry was chasing that three-point record in the NBA, and he kind of went through a little bit of a slump because sometimes you press so hard?
It's kind of like a guy going after his 500th home run.
Exactly. No, Christy, and it's so funny because Christy needed 5 points that game, and she's coming in averaging 13.3 a game. She needed 5 points to break the record. She only got 8 in the game. You know what I mean? So when to have that weight off of her shoulder, so that she can go out now and just play her game and not have to worry about being the single record holder for a Wittenberg record, I see her having a huge game tonight.
Let's hope so. The Wittenberg Tigers, coached by Tamika Williams Jeter, and Stacy Ungashik Lobdell is the coach for Ohio Wesleyan. By the way, the assistant coaches for Wittenberg is Trendale Perkins and Jenna Bloomline.
Coach Perk and Coach Williams Jeter this afternoon, Dave, hosted a National Girls and Women's in Sports Day, part of the field day we had for local middle school and elementary school children. It was amazing that they were out there, and other sports were out in the steamer and here in Pam Evans Smith Arena, and I can say I was blessed to be able to don the Esri costume for the first time in my life.
Oh, is that right, Esri?
Yep, and I somehow made it out alive, because that thing is a heat box.
Hey, by the way, how about the steamer, something else in it?
Amazing. No, I was talking to my ex-roommate, Jack Hollinshead, who was a great baseball player here for 4 years, and he is down in Illinois, and he talks about the facilities here at Wittenberg rival that of even D1 colleges.
Wow, that's great. All right, the tip goes to Ohio Wesleyan. Ohio Wesleyan with the basketball. Sierra Joyner with it. Makes a move. Goes up for a shot. Too strong off the glass. Taryn Cash with the basketball. Christy Kalis over Delaney Williams. Again, these two teams played on January 19 in Delaware. Ohio Wesleyan had their way 82-58. Both teams on a winning streak again. Wittenberg 3 in a row. Ohio Wesleyan 6 in a row. Long three-pointer, no good. Rebound, we're going to have our first foul of the ball game. Casey Shipper, the Mechanicsburg product, had the rebound. She is fouled by Taryn Cash of Wittenberg.
Confident stroke right there from Abigail Junker. You know, and again, I think that both teams know the importance of getting off to a fast start. Also, very important to keep an eye on Taryn Cash as she inserts herself into the starting lineup, especially with the lack of guards. You don't want to get her in foul trouble.
Elizabeth Homan with the basketball to Casey Shipper. Inside. Cross court to Elizabeth Homan. Inside, turnaround shot. Up, no good. That shot put up by Molly Delaney.
Great defense by Christy Kalis, keeping her hands up.
Wittenberg with the basketball. Abigail Junker. Dishes off Delaney Williams, three-pointer from the right corner, no good. Rebound, Casey Shipper. Ahead to Elizabeth Homan. Down underneath the Sierra Joyner. She makes a move in the lane, spin, kicks it out. Elizabeth Homan thought about a three. Now she's going to drive, dishes it off. Sierra Joyner, left-hand shot from the baseline up and in, about a 14-footer.
She's got a great offensive game. You can tell she's able to back down into the post, but also to hit that J in the mid-range is very impressive.
All right, so 2-0. Sierra Joyner with her first points of the ball game. 8:19 left to play, first period. Delaney Williams, 12 on the shot clock. Delaney Williams going to drive. Delaney Williams goes up for a layup, blocked. But Jade Simpson right there for the rebound, missed it. Went up, bounced around, and came out. Nice play by Chrissy Cass, knock away, but quickly up to Lauren Dennison. Lauren Dennison, I should say. Three-pointer put up. That's by Lauren Dennison. I'm sorry, that was not Lauren Dennison. Nice dish off Lauren Dennison. Sierra Joyner, easy bucket. And Sierra Joyner now has 4-0. Good pass by Lauren Dennison.
Offensive rebounding, Dave, we talked about that, and turnovers. Big in these close games when it comes to teams that are evenly matched.
Pass inside to Abigail Junker. Molly Delaney on her. Out to Delaney Williams. Delaney to Taryn Cash. Taryn's going to drive. Put the shot up off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Casey Shipper. Or excuse me, Lauren Dennison. Three-pointer Elizabeth Homan put up. No good. Rebound Sierra Joyner. She can't save it. Good try, but she couldn't quite save it. Out of bounds. Semi Brar in the lineup for Wittenberg. Delaney Williams going to take a seat. 4-0 now. We've played almost 3 minutes. We're down to 7:08. Playing the first period. Little press put on by Ohio Wesleyan. Wittenberg beats it. Abigail Junker open for three on the way. Up and in, Abigail Junker. Tigers on the board now, 4-3. They trail. Elizabeth Homan with the basketball. Bounce pass. Molly Delaney. Over to Casey Schipfer. Casey with a drive, puts a shot with the left hand, no good. Rebound, Jade Simpson.
Great interior defenses from both teams, keeping their hands up, not drawing those fouls.
Abigail Junker. Over to Christy Kalis, three on the way, no good. Rebound comes down. And now a foul on Semi Barrar. She fouls, I think that's Molly Delaney that had the basketball. That's actually Casey Schipfer. Trying to get these, their numbers are a little hard to read. I'm trying to get them figured here.
The threes and the twos are not very well spaced.
All right, Casey Schipfer with the basketball. So just bear with me. Molly Delaney now, the Sierra Joyner. Back to Casey Schipfer. Stolen, almost stolen by Semi Barrar. Casey Schipfer gets it back. 10 on the shot clock, plenty of time to get a shot off. Sierra Joyner out to Lauren Dennison. She's going to drive, put the shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound, fought for, Semi Barrar with it. Quickly down to Christy Kalis. Christy Kalis layup off the glass, up and in. Tigers with their first lead of the evening, 5-4. So Tigers have scored 5 in a row. Dennison opened up on a 4-0 run, now Wittenberg on a 5-0 run. Lauren Dennison getting ready to inbound the basketball.
What a sequence right there from Semi Barrar. Very active hands.
She had a great game Saturday. Nice dish off to Lauren Dennison. Nice pass from Lauren Dennison to Sierra Joyner, but Sierra can't get it to go, and it goes out of bounds. It was a great pass by Lauren Dennison.
They have a very effective offensive strategy right now. They kind of get it into the low post, and then you have a cutter coming off of a back screen that goes into the lane, and then they try and get it to collapse so they can give it back to Joyner. It's a good offensive system, but if the Tigers are able to keep their hands active like they've been, it could bode very well. Oh, great take.
Semi Barrar, nice drive, lays it off the glass, up and in. By the way, Delaney Williams back in the lineup for Taryn Cash. 7-4 Wittenberg, 7-0 run. Nice drive. Molly Delaney off to Casey Schipfer. Shot off the glass, no good. Looked like it was going in, just bounced out. Not a bad shot, just didn't fall. Abigail Junker, Semi Barrar. Semi Barrar travels. 7-4 here early. Dave Williams, Sam Monachino coming from Pam F. Smith Arena. Okay, let me see the right into the lineup. Carly Ross, number 42, freshman for Ohio Wesleyan. She comes in averaging 2.5 points a game. Carly Ross with the basketball. Bounce pass, Casey Schipfer. Casey Schipfer. A drive in the lane, stops, pick up her dribble. In trouble. Three-pointer on the way, Elizabeth Homan, no good. Semi Barrar with a rebound. Here come the Tigers. Semi Barrar going to drive all the way. Nice
Great
dish
pass.
off Jade Simpson. Basket. What a great pass by Semi Barrar. Wittenberg on a 9-0 run. Now it's 9-4. Lauren Dennison with the basketball. Lauren Dennison with a drive, still with a dribble. Over to Casey Schipfer. Casey Schipfer. Over to Carly Ross. Carly Ross to Elizabeth Homan. Elizabeth Homan to Casey Schipfer. Picks up her dribble. Pass is deflected, stolen away by Wittenberg. 3:52 left to play here in the first period. Wittenberg on top, 9-4. In the corner, Semi Barrar, three on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Elizabeth Homan. Oh, and she tries to dish it off, and the ball's loose, but almost picked up. In fact, it is picked up now by Carly Ross. And now we're going to have now Christy Kalis gets it. To Abigail Junker. Boy, both teams are really hustling for the ball. Girls are on the court, but Christy Kalis got a hold of it. Christy Kalis now with a drive. Christy Kalis shot up off the glass, no good, but she is fouled. She's going to go to the line for two.
Great defensive effort right there from Semi Barrar. the confidence they show in her right there to be able to dish that off into the corner. Oh, she did roll her ankle. Nathan's checking her out, though.
Oh, Semi Brar rolled her ankle.
Yep,
Boy, she has been playing great. Let's hope she's going to be okay. All right, McKenna Baker in the lineup for Wittenberg. That was foul was on Casey Schipfer, the Mechanicsburg product. Chrissy Kales hit the line, free thrown away. Jada Malone in the lineup also for Wittenberg now, along with McKenna Baker. McKenna Baker and really Semi Brar really brought this team alive Saturday. Brought them back, a big win. Chrissy Kales hit the first free throw, hit them both. Wittenberg now on an 11-0 run. It was 4-0 by Ohio Wesleyan. Since then, Wittenberg scored 11 in a row. 3:12 left to play here in the first period. Casey Schipper with the basketball. Casey Schipper going to stop. Goes up for a shot in the lane, no good. Rebound, Carly Ross. Shot too short. Inside Sierra Joyner, her shot no good. Delaney Williams with the basketball. And Delaney Williams out of bounds. Good defense by Casey Schipper. Delaney thought she got fouled, but I think it was a pretty good call. She just kind of held her ground, and Delaney tried to dribble around her. She really went out of bounds. So good defense.
Absolutely. Well, good defense on both teams. Actually, right. Wittenberg implementing a great aggressive defense right now, and outside of those two fouls that occurred on the other side of half court, playing a very clean game.
Elizabeth Homan pass is off the hands of Sierra Joyner. Here comes Wittenberg, 3-on-2. Chrissy Kalos open for a three. No good. Rebound, however.
Same team.
McKenna Baker. McKenna Baker to Jade Simpson. Out to Delaney Williams. Chrissy Kalos with the basketball. To Jada Malone. Jada Malone shot from the foul line, up and in.
Look at the freshman guards, Dave.
13 in a row for Wittenberg, 13-4. Elizabeth Homan with the basketball. Plenty of time left in this ball game. Kelsey Wolf with the ball. Kelsey checked into the lineup. Nice pass underneath, and Jada Malone fouls.
I think that's a good take foul, though, right there, Dave, don't you?
Especially with Carly Ross had an easy layup.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Make them earn them at the line. But, I mean, this 13-0 run has been very impressive. And like we talked about earlier in the game, Dave, it starts with, defensive pressure and causing turnovers.
Kylie Sloan and Lauren Legate in the basketball lineup for Wittenberg. Carly Ross, free thrown away, up and in, nothing but net. And so that breaks a 13-0 run for Wittenberg. It's now 13-5. We got a minute 59 left to play in the first period. Second free throw, too strong off the rim. Lauren Legate with a rebound to Delaney Williams. Tigers up 8, 13-5, a minute 52 to play first period. Delaney Williams to Jada Malone. Jada Malone. Nice dish off Kylie Sloan. Short shot up and in. Jada Malone with a good assist to Kylie Sloan. Tigers up 10, and now Lauren Legate almost knocked it away. Lauren Legate, however, is going to pick up a foul. That will be the fourth foul on Wittenberg. So another foul, and the Tigers will send the Bishops to the line for two shots.
Great job using their 2-3 zone against them. When you play a zone defense in any sport, basketball, football, you design holes that you don't expect the offense to take advantage of on that play. Great job by Wittenberg by finding the hole, and Kylie Sloan there in the short middle part.
Molly Delaney travels with the ball. That was great defense by Jada Malone.
Absolutely. No, I mean, these young guards of Wittenberg, as you said, Taryn Cash, Semi Barar, you got people coming off the bench right now who are contributing, and you just see them in a more prominent role, so you see those young players starting to come into their own, leading to Tiger success.
McKenna Baker, nice bounce pass to Lauren Legate. She dishes off. Kylie Sloan, three-pointer right corner, no good. Lauren Legate couldn't quite chase down the rebound, but it goes out of bounds off of Ohio Wesleyan. Looked like it went out of bounds off Elizabeth Homan. Lauren Dennison back in the lineup for Ohio Wesleyan. Leaving now is Elizabeth Homan for a rest. 15-5. Wittenberg with the ball in the lead. Minute 5 left to play in the first period. Delaney Williams. To Kylie Sloan, over to McKenna Baker. McKenna Baker with a dribble. Over to Kylie Sloan. Kylie Sloan's going to stop. Pop, 12-footer. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. And again, off Ohio Wesleyan. So they're going to give Wittenberg 3 cracks at it here. 48.4 left to play in the first period. Kylie Sloan with the inbound. 3-pointer on the way from Kylie Sloan. No good. Didn't hit anything. Out of bounds.
Some players, Dave, like a hand in their face. That's what I mean.
Yeah, she was wide open.
You know what I mean? Like those rhythm shooters, it's very interesting. But I mean, when you're Wittenberg and you have 3 cracks, that's a win in your mind, because if anything, it's giving you more of a chance for an offensive rhythm.
Yeah.
And it also gets them frustrated on the defensive end.
Yeah, Kylie Sloan was so open. I mean, there wasn't anybody around her. And, you know, sometimes you're right, they can be so wide open. And she didn't hit anything. I mean, she was short out of bounds. But Kylie's played well this year for the Tigers off the bench. Bounce pass. Boy, Wittenberg lost control, or lost a sight. And that was Carly Ross with a bucket. Her first bucket. Now 15-7. 18 seconds left to play here in the first period. And Wittenberg, barring a jump ball here in the last 12 seconds, will have the ball to start second period. Delaney Williams kicks it off to McKenna Baker. McKenna loses the control of the ball, gets it back. McKenna Baker, 2 on the shot clock. McKenna Baker's going to throw up a 3, no good. Shot at the buzzer, it's not going to count even it went in. But it didn't, so after 1 period of play, the Wittenberg Tigers on top of Ohio Wesleyan, 15-7. Ohio Wesleyan started out 4-0, but since then it's been Wittenberg 15-3, and it is 15-7 here at the end of the first quarter. Your thoughts, Sam?
Well, I think that if you look at the score from the last game where Ohio Wesleyan was able to dominate the Tigers on their home court, I think the Tigers knew coming out today they had to set a different tone. I thought that they came out defensively and offensively very efficient, Dave, and that's something that we always preach and we talk about on these broadcasts, is we go through spurts in both men's and women's basketball where, you know, we can be dominant and it seems like we have amazing offensive sets run, and defense we're playing, you know, smart but yet aggressive defense like Coach Williams Jeter and Coach Perk are always preaching. I feel like this was a quarter where it really all came together, especially starting on that defensive end. Now, the one thing that I will say is, with a team as talented as OWU is and where they are in the conference, Wittenberg has to have a very important second quarter to continue. Like, you want to build on this lead. You don't want to keep it at 8, because the last thing you want to do when you're an even team is keep it within punching distance.
Yeah. By the way, Ohio Wesleyan that first period, 3 of 15 from the field, 20%. Wittenberg 6 of 18, 33%. 0 of 3 from beyond the arc for OWU. Wittenberg was they took 9 3-pointers in that first period and hit 1. All right, Wittenberg with the basketball. Delaney Williams to Lauren Legate. Lauren Legate off the glass, up and in. Lauren Legate. Nice pass by Delaney Williams. And now a steal by Jada Malone. She puts it up and in. And all of a sudden, Wittenberg has blown the lead out to 12.
That's
19-7.
That's exactly what we're talking about, Dave. Coming out aggressively, build on that lead.
Molly Delaney with the basketball, and she travels. Wittenberg's been putting some good pressure on Abigail Junker back in the lineup for the Tigers. McKenna Baker going to come out. McKenna had a great game Saturday. Again, her and Semi Berard just brought that team back.
No, absolutely. McKenna and Semi, hopefully she's okay. I think she's back on the bench, which is a great thing to see. 2 players that are going to be clutch for this NCAC push.
Abigail Junker with a shot, about a 15-footer up and in, and Wittenberg lead at 14. Casey Schiffer with the basketball. Over to Elizabeth Homan. Elizabeth Homan with the basketball. Elizabeth Homan to Molly Delaney. Inside to Casey Schiffer. She makes a move in the lane. Out to Elizabeth Homan, 3 on the way. Count it, Elizabeth Homan. Nothing but net for Elizabeth Homan, 21-10.
I felt like there was 1 too many rotations there, Dave, on that interior presence defense. 3 players had their hands up trying to block it, but that leaves at least 2 players that don't have any defensive pressure in their face.
Right. Abigail Junker with the ball in the lane, and she almost has a stolen away. In fact, we're going to have a jump ball to be a High Wesleyan basketball. So Abigail Junker got trapped in the lane. Chrissy Kalis and Taryn Cash back in the lineup. Jada Malone and Kylie Sloan going to lead. They did a nice job while they were in there. Wittenberg on top, 21-10. Their biggest lead has been 14, 21-7. Elizabeth Holman with a 3 last time down court. Elizabeth Holman with the basketball. That's the first 3 of the ball game for Ohio Wesleyan. Casey Schiffer with the basketball. Picks up her dribble, tries a bounce pass. We're going to have stolen away by Delaney Williams to Taryn Cash. They went to Sierra Joyner, and Delaney Williams just stole it away.
3 turnovers already for Ohio Wesleyan in the first 2 minutes of this second period.
Yeah, in fact, they've got 7 now altogether. Wittenberg with 3. Delaney Williams out to Taryn Cash. Taryn going to drive in the lane, shot up, no good off the back of the rim. We're going to have a jump ball again, I think. No, we're going to have a foul on Wittenberg. I thought they were going to call a jump ball, Taryn Cash, but it was ripped away, and they ended up calling Taryn for a foul. That's going to be her. Well, no, they called on Lauren Legate. Well, no, now they do show it is on Taryn Cash. I thought that's who the foul was on. That is her second. Elizabeth Holman with the basketball. Delaney Williams on her. Down to Kelsey Wolf. Kelsey Wolf over to Casey Schiffer. Inside to Sierra Joyner. Sierra Joyner makes a move. In the lane, dishes off. Lauren Dennison, 3 on the way. Up and in. Lauren Dennison with a 3. And all of a sudden, Wittenberg lead at 21-13.
Well, that is what your rotations are so important, Dave, in being on your P's and Q's. You don't want to rotate off of the short side help because that's the easiest pass out for the 3-point arc.
So that 2 threes in a row for Ohio Wesleyan. They almost steal it. Lauren Legate with the basketball. And they almost throw it away. Delaney Williams able to run it down. 6 on the shot clock. They get a shot off. 4, 3. Lauren Legate going to put up a shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Casey Schiffer. Elizabeth Holman. Okay, Ohio Wesleyan getting their feet solid now. Down to Sierra Joyner. She makes a move. Nice bounce pass to Casey Schiffer, but she missed a layup. Wow, that was a great pass by Sierra Joyner. Casey Schiffer just with a miss. Delaney Williams the other way with a layup up and in. Her first bucket. Tigers back up 10. 6:25 to play in the first half. Kelsey Wolf with the basketball. Over to Lauren Dennison. Lauren Dennison back to Kelsey Wolf. Over to Elizabeth Holman. Over to Sierra Joyner. Sierra Joyner with a move almost taken away by Taryn Cash. Lauren Dennison with a nice move. Nice pass. Well, it's knocked out of bounds by Delaney Williams. We've got 4 seconds on the shot clock. Semi Brewer back in lineup. Good to see that. She looks like she is limping just a little. Also, Casey Schiffer back in the ball game. Or is that Molly Delaney? I'm sorry. Molly Delaney back in the lineup. Inbound. Molly Delaney with the basketball inside to Sierra Joyner. Sierra Joyner shot from foul line, no good. Shot clock violation, didn't hit the rim.
I thought that was a very smart substitution right there from Coach Williams Jeter, putting Jade Simpson back in, knowing there was only 4 seconds left on the clock. They were probably going to get it into their best player, Sierra Joyner, down there in the low post. Great job by Jade playing some hands-up defense.
23-13. We've still got 5:45 to play here in the first half. Delaney Williams kicks it off. Semi Brewer, 3-pointer from left corner, no good, didn't hit anything. But Jade Simpson with a rebound out to Abigail Junker. 10 on the shot clock. Abigail Junker with a 3, and that's going to be short off the rim. Rebound comes down to Lauren Dennison. Elizabeth Holman quickly down to Molly Delaney.
Great catch.
Molly Delaney is Sierra Joyner. Sierra Joyner makes a move, goes up with the right hand up and in. Sierra Joyner, nice move, and she now has 6. She averages 15.7 a game. 23-15, Wittenberg lead at 8. Christy Kalis with the basketball, 5:05 to play. Christy Kalis just, wow, she just got fouled. I didn't think they were going to call it for a second. She got knocked over.
That was a great heads-up play there by Kalis. It's actually a shame that the foul got called.
Yeah, she made a great pass. Easy to lay up, but I mean, Elizabeth Holman didn't mean to, but she knocked her right over. Just had contact. Abigail Junker going to leave the lineup. Kylie Sloan back in for the Tigers. Delaney Williams inbounds to Semi Brewer. Semi Brar with a dribble. Nice dish off. Kylie Sloan shot up with left hand, no good. Got her own rebound. Pass to Chrissy Case. Her shot no good, but Chrissy's fouled. She's going to go back to line for 2.
It was so funny, Dave. I don't know if you noticed. They ran an offensive set right there with Kylie Sloan cutting and getting right into the basket, and it worked so well, and Kylie just couldn't make the layup, that Christy does the exact same move with Kylie basically in the same spot, and it still worked.
Okay, Christy Kalis. Free throw on the way. No good. A little too strong off the back of the rim. Christy coming in tonight with 1,313 points. She has 1,317 in her career. Make it 1,318. She hits the second free throw. Wittenberg up 24-15. Again, Chrissy, the leading scorer in Wittenberg women's basketball history. Inside to Sierra Joyner. She makes a move, picks up her dribble, out the corner. Kelsey Wolf, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Delaney Williams. Here come the Tigers. Out to Semi Barar. Chrissy Kalis open for 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, fought for. Lauren Dennison gets it, and she's going to be fouled. And I think it's either going to be Jade Simpson or Kylie Sloan, but I think it's going to be Jade Simpson.
Kylie Sloan got it.
Oh, Kylie Sloan got it? All right, so Kylie Sloan gets it. I guess I should have waited. They were both there.
I think it was all a matter of which way that Ohio Wesleyan player turned. If they would have turned toward Jade Simpson, I'm sure they would have put it on Jade.
Sierra Joyner with the European step, no good. Layup off the back of the rim. Delaney Williams with the basketball. To Chrissy Kalis. Chrissy Kalis again. Wow. My goodness. All kinds. That either had to be a charge or a block, you would think. Elizabeth Homan with the basketball.
I'm reminded of earlier in the game, Dave, when Delaney was running down the baseline on our side and they called her for out of bounds. They aren't really calling much contact today.
And there they call a foul on Sierra Joyner. Yeah, unlike the other game, they were calling fouls left and right on Saturday on both teams. I mean, they weren't favoring one, but boy, they were really calling it tight the other day. Alyssa Griner in the lineup. She is a freshman. She comes in for Ohio Wesleyan. 3:45 to play here in the first half. Wittenberg on top 24-15. I'm Dave Williams, and Sam Monachino working with me again today. Sam does a great job. We're here at Pam Edmund Smith Arena. Semi Brar going to drive. Semi Brar throws one up, no good. But Semi's fouled, I think, by, well, let's wait and see, but I think it's Kelsey Wolf. Yeah, it is on Kelsey. Casey Schiffer back in the lineup. Casey averages a little over 13 points a game for the Battling Bishops. Again from Champaign County, Mechanicsburg.
Ankle didn't seem to be bothering Semi too much on that drive, Dave.
And Semi hits the first free throw. Wittenberg lead back to 10, 25-15. Free throw on the way. Too strong off the back of the rim. So 1 out of 2 for Semi Brar. 25-15, 3.5 minutes left to play first half. Lauren Dennison. Over to Molly Delaney, inside. Shot put up by Griner. That was Alyssa Griner with a shot. Christy Kalis. Over to Semi Barar. Semi Barar. 18 on the shot clock, all kinds of time to get off a shot. We're down to 3:03 in the first. Semi Brar has a lane, and they call for a double dribble.
Great screen right there from Kylie Sloan, though. That created more than enough contact for Semi to get by.
And I don't know, maybe she grabbed the ball with both hands at one time. You see that every once in a while, and the official doesn't have a good angle. He doesn't call it, but the official did a good job there. And I think that's maybe what happened. Casey Schiffer for a layup, up and in. That's Casey's first basket today. 25-17. Wittenberg lead at 8, 2:35 left to play here in the first half. Delaney Williams with the basketball. Delaney kicks off. To Christy Kalis, and now Semi Barar is fouled again. Semi's going to go back to the line for 2 more.
Again, going back to that sort of, you get the motion down on the backside, and then you get a screen, and then that player cuts off and goes directly into the paint. It's worked 3 times now for the Tigers, whether it drew points or a foul, something that Coach Williams-Jeter and her staff will continue to implement, I imagine, against this Ohio Wesleyan defense.
Casey Schiffer picked up the foul. That is her second. And Semi Brar hits the first free throw. Wittenberg lead back to 9. Sierra Joyner getting ready to check back in. Free throw on the way, up and in. Semi Brar now 3 of 4 from the foul line. She's got 5 points. Sierra Joyner comes in for, I think that's Lauren Dennison leaving. Or no, actually that's Casey Schiffer. I don't think they want Casey Schiffer to pick up a 3rd foul here with 2:26 left to play in the first half. So probably a good call by Coach Lobdell. Now we have a timeout by Ohio Wesleyan. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. 2:19 left to play in the first half. 27-17, Wittenberg on top. Wittenberg will be back here a week from tonight against Kenyon. We'll be here for that one.
As well as the safety of others.
And we'll see.
Wearing a face covering at all times. Thank you again for your commitment so that the student athletes can continue with their season.
27-17. By the way, 7 of 24 from the field for Ohio Wesleyan, 29%. Wittenberg, 10 of 28, 35%. Oh, Ohio Wesleyan's hit 2 of 6 threes for 33%. Wittenberg's put up 12, only hit 1 at 8%.
I mean, you don't usually see a team shooting under 10% winning a game, you know, and that's just a testament to, I believe, the Tigers' defense right now, Dave.
And of course, we saw the men's game there, a week or so ago, when Wittenberg hit 12 of 16 threes. They hit their first 8 in the first half and then missed the 9th one right at the buzzer. Ended up 12 of 16. Oh, my goodness. They were on fire. Sierra Joyner with the basketball. Sierra Joyner with a drive. In trouble out to Elizabeth Holman. Elizabeth Holman, top of the key. 2:05 to play first half. Lauren Dennison. 7 on the shot clock. Lauren Dennison, pass is deflected. Stolen away by Abigail Young, but they're going to say jump ball, but it'll be Wittenberg possession. Well, they didn't have the ball very long that time. One time they were down there battling for the ball, and they never called a jump ball.
They called a foul on Kylie.
Yeah, they called a foul. That time they called a jump ball pretty quickly.
I think the refs are actually discussing it. I don't know what you could change it to, though.
No, I'm sure. Well, it's certainly Wittenberg possession. I don't know whether they're confused on the possession. Oh, I think they wanted to see if this young lady could come in.
Number 20, Avery Maxheimer.
In the lineup, Avery Maxheimer. She is a freshman from Sunbury. Delaney Williams with basketball. Minute 50 play and a half. Wittenberg up by 10. 27-17. Abigail Junker with the basketball. 14 on the shot clock. All kinds of time. Get off the shot. Jada Malone with the basketball. Over to Christy Kalis. Christy. Over to Jade Simpson. Kicks it out. Jada Malone. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound Elizabeth Holman. The point guard quickly down court. Over to midcourt line. Minute 25. First half. Sierra Joyner with the basketball. Sierra Joyner makes a move. Goes up with the left hand. She scores and she's fouled. Sierra Joyner, point number 8. And she has a chance for an and one foul on Jade Simpson. It's her first foul. Minute 20 left to play. I'm sure right now if they hit this, they'll be down, lead will be down to 7. They have a chance if they can hold Wittenberg, get the ball back and cut it even closer. Missed the free throw though. Sierra Joyner missed it. So Wittenberg with an 8-point lead and a minute 14 to play here in the first half. Abigail Junker. Still with the dribble. Picks up her dribble. Over to Delaney Williams. Delaney Williams makes a move. Has it stolen away. And stolen, saved by Elizabeth Holman. Elizabeth Holman with the basketball. Now pass is deflected back to Wittenberg. And Christy Kalis with a layup.
Great job by Delaney and Christy.
Yeah, great assist by Delaney Williams. Christy Kalis goes up for the layup. And now Wittenberg back up 10. 38 seconds to play first half. Sierra Joyner with a nice drive. Stop, picks it out. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound. Jade Simpson gets the rebound. I think that was Molly Delaney put up the 3. Abigail Junker with the ball. Wittenberg. Shot clock's off, so Wittenberg should, unless they have an easy layup, should play for the final shot of the half because it'll be a Ohio Wesleyan ball to start second half. The last jump ball went to Wittenberg here a couple minutes ago. Abigail Junker, turnaround shot up and in. Or no, I'm sorry, off. I thought went in at first. And that's the end of the first half. Thought it fell right in, did not. It's my mistake. Wittenberg on top by 10, 29-19. Your thoughts on that first half?
So this is where philosophy gets interesting to me, Dave. First off, that defensive play by Christy Kalis to stop that fast break in the last minute of that half was, I don't think you can stress how important that was, because they very easily, with that fast break, could have cut it to 6 points. And then exactly what we were talking about at the beginning of the quarter, where Wittenberg wasn't really able to build a lead, and Dennison was able to cut back into it in 6. Wittenberg now sits up 10, but it's the defense leading to offensive opportunities. If I were the Tigers, I'm always a proponent of, if it's not working that day, try something new. Some people believe if we're built on it, keep doing it. We're 1 of 13 right now from 3. Dennison, luckily, is shooting at a higher percentage, but they aren't shooting a lot of them. But the Tigers cannot complain about what is showing up on the scoreboard right now, up 10. So I would say Coach Williams, Jeter, and Coach Perk, keep doing what you're doing. That's the three-point shot is always really hard for me to grasp my head around, just because I think that we have that action that's working in the interior paint. And Ohio Wesleyan has had open looks, so I'm just saying, like, the likelihood of them going to start hitting shots here pretty soon is high, and the last thing I think you want to be is too reliant on a shot that isn't working.
And Ohio Wesleyan really has a fine ball club. Again, coming in, they're 10-2 in conference play, and if Wittenberg could hold on to this win, this would be a huge win on their end. Let's take a look. We're going to look at the individual scoring, then we're going to take a break. We'll come back with about 2 minutes prior to start second half, and we'll go over the team numbers. But individual scoring in the first half, Lauren Dennison had 1 3 for 3 points. Carly Ross with 3 points. Elizabeth Homan had 1 3-pointer for 3 points. Casey Schiffer, the Mechanicsburg product, with 4 points. And Sierra Joyner with 6. For Wittenberg in the first half, 2 points each for Lauren Legate, Jade Simpson, Kylie Sloan, and Delaney Williams. 4 points for Jada Malone. 5 points each for Semi Barrar and Abigail Junker. And Chrissy Kalis leads the way here at halftime with 7 points. Once again, we're at the break. Wittenberg on top by 10, 29-19. I'm Dave Williams, along with Sam Monachino. You're listening to your Wittenberg Sports Network here from Pam Evans Smith Arena. We'll be back in about 11 minutes. Okay, welcome back here to Pam Evans Smith Arena. I'm Dave Williams. Sam Monachino joining me today. And at halftime, Wittenberg on top, 29-19, this women's game here at Pam Evans Smith Arena. Let's take a look at your halftime numbers for Ohio Wesleyan. 8 of 26 for the field, 31%. Wittenberg 11 of 31 for 36%. Ohio Wesleyan 2 of 7 from beyond the arc, 29%. Wittenberg just 1 of 12 for 8%. Free throws, 1 of 3 for Ohio Wesleyan, 33%. Wittenberg 6 of 8 for 75%. Now turnovers. Wittenberg had just 6 turnovers in the first half. Ohio Wesleyan had 11. But this is a big thing about the turnovers. Ohio Wesleyan scored 2 points off the 6 turnovers for Wittenberg. Wittenberg has scored 11 points off the 11 turnovers for Ohio Wesleyan. So quite a discrepancy there. Wittenberg leads the rebounding battle 19-16. Wittenberg with 5 offensive rebounds. Ohio Wesleyan with 3. Wittenberg 6 assists. Ohio Wesleyan 5. Ohio Wesleyan 1 block. Wittenberg none. Wittenberg 6 steals. Ohio Wesleyan 2. Bench points 13 for Wittenberg, just 3 for Ohio Wesleyan. Second chance points, Wittenberg 3-2. Points in the paint, Wittenberg leads that 20-10. And fast break points, Wittenberg leads 6-0. Biggest lead for Ohio Wesleyan was 4. They jumped off to 4-0 lead. Wittenberg's biggest lead was 14. Biggest scoring run, Ohio Wesleyan went on a 6-0 run in the second period. And Wittenberg, after falling behind 4-0, ran off 13 straight in the first period. There's been 1 lead change. And again, your score here as we get ready to start second half, 29-19, Sam. Wittenberg trying to hang on. This will be a big win, a feather in their caps if they can beat this fine Ohio Wesleyan ball club.
Absolutely. No, I mean, they did their job in that first half, Dave. Getting a 10-point lead on a good team like Ohio Wesleyan is huge. These, you always say which quarter is the most important, the next one, right?
Yes.
The Tigers cannot come out lackadaisical here in this second half because a team like Ohio Wesleyan can make this 10-point lead into a 4-point lead in the span of 3 minutes, especially when they get hot from 3. They've hit 2 in a row, and that brought the lead back down to 7, and then the Tigers were able to answer and hit with a run of their own. The Tigers need to stay with their defensive principles, and they will be fine in this game.
Ohio Wesleyan with the ball to start the second half. Wittenberg men, by the way, over at Greencastle, Indiana, taking on DePaul tonight. Halftime, they're ahead 34-31. Casey Schiffer in the lane. Gets out to Lauren Dennison. Lauren Dennison cut off as she drives the baseline back to Casey Schiffer. She's going to drive in the lane again. She travels. She got caught up in the lane and shuffled her feet. So turnover number 12 now on Ohio Wesleyan.
Let's see if they start a similar where they did in the second quarter. Ohio Wesleyan had 3 straight possessions with the turnover. Good job by Wittenberg's defense.
Abigail Junker to Taryn Cash, both teams that are starting 5s out there. Abigail Junker. Nice dish off to Jade Simpson, up and in. I didn't think that was going in for a second, and hung on the rim, then fell through.
Great pick and roll action right there between Junker and Simpson.
Elizabeth Homan with the basketball over to Casey Schiffer. I think they told Casey she's going to have to be more aggressive here in the second half because she's going to the bucket and she scores on that one. Again, she only had 2 points in the first half. She now has 4. Taryn Cash has the ball knocked away, goes out of bounds. Well, they say it's off of Wittenberg. So give the ball back to Ohio Wesleyan. That'll be turnover number 7 on Wittenberg.
I don't know if the angle was right on that one, Dave. From up here, it looked like it hit off the forearm of one of those Ohio Wesleyan players.
Yeah, it sure did. But, once again, officials have a tough job.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it is angles. Elizabeth Holman, nice pass underneath, but Lauren Dennison can't hang on to it. Goes off her hands, but it hits Taryn Cash's foot before it goes out of bounds.
You are right, Dave. You've mentioned it a lot. The crisp passing from the Bishops is very key. They are making passes that not a lot of teams even dare make.
Elizabeth Holman having trouble getting it in. Now she gets it in. Jake Simpson with a steal. To Delaney Williams, another turnover. Delaney Williams, dish off, Taryn Cash, up and in. So another turnover turns into 2 more points for Wittenberg. 33-21, back to a 12-point lead. Wittenberg's biggest lead has been 4. We're going to have a foul there. Got to be a foul on Wittenberg. It's either going to be Abigail Junker or Taryn Cash. Let's see who got it.
Number 2, Abigail Junker.
Abigail Junker picks up. That's her first. Lauren Dennison going to inbound the basketball for the Bishops. 8:11 left to play, third period. 33-21 shot, three-pointer up and in. Lauren Dennison with her second three of the ball game. Tiger lead at 9, 33-24. Lauren Dennison, 2 threes now in the ball game. She averages 9 points a game.
Great
Nice
cuts.
dish off Delaney Williams. Taryn Cash, she scores and she's fouled.
That is a great cut right there from Taryn Cash. Usually we see Taryn try and get into the paint when she's the primary ball handler using a pick and roll. I love that off cut though. When you're off ball and still able to make plays offensively, that just shows growth inside the offensive system, which is so exciting for a young player like Taryn Cash.
Taryn Cash trying for the and one. Free throw on the way, up and in. So Wittenberg back up 12 again, 36-24. So the teams trade threes, a regular three and then an old-fashioned three where he got fouled and had to hit the free throw. Elizabeth Holman inside to Sierra Joyner. Sierra Joyner tries to make a move in the lane. Casey Schiffer out. Lauren Dennison, a three on the way, no good. Rebound knocked around. It's going to be off Wittenberg. That's a good call. It was off Christy Kalis. Christy threw her hands out the other way, but the official wasn't buying it, and that's a good call. That was off Christy. Inbound, Elizabeth Holman into Molly Delaney. Knocked away by Abigail Junker, picked back up by Maya Delaney. Elizabeth Holman drives, dish off. Molly Delaney, easy layup. That's her first point. She averages almost 8.5 points a game. That's her first 2 of the ball game. Wittenberg lead back to 10. 36-26, 7:05 to play, third period. Plenty of time going this ball game. Abigail Junker with the basketball. Abigail's going to back out with a dribble. Abigail still with a dribble. Drives, puts a shot up. No good, but she is fouled by Lauren Dennison.
Dave, I know that the broadcaster jinx is real. I've seen it happen too many times. But what we talked about going into halftime, I think that their attack mindset, getting off of the three-point line, going in, causing fouls, getting those old-fashioned three-point plays has been paying off huge for the Tigers offensively because Ohio Wesleyan has done a good job offensively this half, getting some offensive rhythm going. For them to be able to match it offensively for Wittenberg is huge.
Abigail Junker hits both free throws, and Wittenberg lead again back to 12. Now, Jada Malone back in. Abigail's going to get a rest. Abigail now with 7 points in the ball game. Elizabeth Holman with a basketball to Casey Schiffer. Casey with a dribble. Casey at the block. Casey in trouble. Dishes out to Elizabeth Holman. Elizabeth Holman. Bounce pass Sierra Joyner. Sierra's going to make a move. Sierra, turnaround shot, gives it off to Casey Schiffer. In the lane, shot up. Too strong off the back of the rim. Taryn Cash with the rebound. Nice move by Casey, just shot a little too hard off the back of the rim. Taryn Cash the other way, layup, no good. Rebound Casey Schiffer. 6:10 left to play. Third period. Elizabeth Holman. Nice pass underneath, shot up and in. Trying to see, is that Casey Schiffer scored? It was Casey Schiffer with a bucket. Her 5th and 6th point. She'll get a chance for an old-fashioned three. Semi Brar getting ready to check back in for the Tigers. She comes in for Taryn Cash. Semi Brar back in. Somebody just checked in and didn't see who it was. Casey Schiffer, free throw in. Hit the front of the rim, kissed off the glass, and fell through.
Was it Kelsey Wolf, number 1?
Yeah, yes, it is. Kelsey Wolf just checked in. Long pass down court to Semi Brar. Semi Brar, Delaney Williams. Tiger lead at 9, 38-29. Semi Brar with the basketball. 5:55 to play. Jada Malone almost loses it. In fact, it's stolen away by Sierra Joyner. She tried to throw it in off Joyner, but good play by Sierra Joyner to keep it in bounds. Oh, offensive foul called on Molly Delaney, who throws her hands up like, what? She just made a move and knocked Delaney Williams over. Semi Brar with the basketball. Okay, press put on by High Wesleyan. Semi Brar over to Delaney Williams now in the front court. 5:30 left to play, third period. Wittenberg holding on to a 9-point lead, 38-29. Semi Brar with a drive, tries to dish off, the pass is stolen away. Molly Delaney ahead to Kelsey Wolf. Kelsey Wolf over to Sierra Joyner. Sierra Joyner out, three-pointer on the way, up and in. Molly Delaney. Or no, excuse me, that was Lauren Dennison. That is her third three-pointer of the ball game. And all of a sudden, the Wittenberg lead at 6, 38-32. Well, Lauren Dennison averages 9 points a game, and that is now what she has on 3 3-pointers. She's 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. So when she has the ball, somebody's got to find her because she's hitting the she can hit the 3-pointers when she's left alone. Wittenberg now 14 of 35 for 40% from the field. Ohio Wesleyan 13 of 33, 39%. 4 of 10 though for Ohio Wesleyan from beyond the arc. Wittenberg just 1 of 12. Wittenberg hadn't tried a 3 for a while.
It's such a double-edged sword though, isn't it, Dave? Like we said earlier, same thing happened in the second quarter of play when Tigers kind of extended their lead, ballooned it out a little bit. All Ohio Wesleyan had to do was go 2 straight possessions, 2 quick threes, and it seemed like an entirely new ball game. The same thing kind of happened right there. Good timeout there from Coach Williams Jetter, trying to regroup the squad. I think, as we mentioned earlier also, Dave, when the Tigers implement that, you always try and find holes in the zone defense. And Dennison has found that little spot there on the outside arc in that little wing corner. So, Ohio Wesleyan's going to continue to, kind of go after that as long as she's making them.
Delaney Williams with the basketball again. Press put on. Half-court press by Ohio Wesleyan. Delaney Williams quickly in the front court. Delaney Williams going to drive, kicks it off to Christy Kalis, and they say she steps on the baseline. So a turnover by Wittenberg, and things, Ohio Wesleyan really getting a little momentum on their side. If they score here, they'll really be feeling good, and it's a good ball club, Ohio Wesleyan.
No, absolutely, and it's always heartbreaking when you have a timeout and you try and regroup and then you turn the ball over. That's happened a few times to the Tigers this season.
Yeah, you break the press and then you dribble out of bounds. Now we have a foul on Wittenberg. I think Jada Malone picked it up. It is. 4:35 left to play here in the third period. Wittenberg trying to hang on. Lauren Dennison going to inbound. Sierra Joyner. Sierra Joyner with a move in the lane. Turnaround shot up and in, but not going to count because they call her for a travel. So Sierra Joyner shuffled her feet in the lane. Delaney Williams with the basketball. Back to Christy Kalis. Back to Delaney Williams. Delaney Williams in the front court now. Delaney Williams over to Christy Kalis. Christy going to drive, has knocked out of bounds. Be Wittenberg basketball. 3 fouls on each team here in the third period. 4:16 left to play, third period. 38-32 Wittenberg with the lead. And now almost a steal. Great defense there by High West. And Chrissy Kalis drives in, lays it off the glass. Chrissy Kalis now with 9. Wittenberg lead back to 8, 40-32. Now Wittenberg putting a little press on. And now we're going to have an offensive foul on Sierra Joyner. She pushed her the first time, Delaney Williams, and they didn't call it. And the second time she didn't get away with it. She extended her arm, and that's what the officials tell her. You can't extend your arm when you're driving down there like that.
Great job by Delaney getting right back into it, though, knowing that she got away with it the first time. Delaney probably figured she was going to do it again. Great call.
So Wittenberg with the basketball. 3:40 left to play here in the third period. Abigail Junker, 3 on the way, left corner, no good. Abigail Junker got her own rebound. High Wesleyan kind of standing flat-footed that time. They had 3 girls there and really didn't go for the ball. Jade Simpson shot in and out. Again, Abigail Junker runs it down. Tigers going to get a third crack at it. Chrissy Kalis open for three, top of the key, no good. Rebound, Jada Malone, and she scores. Great play by Jade Simpson to knock it to Jada Malone, and you gave Wittenberg 4 cracks that time, and they finally scored, and they're up 10 again.
Reminiscent of the one in the second quarter, Dave, where they got 3 chances and they couldn't get one to fall. That time they just got one too many.
Now we have a timeout called. There was a 3 put up by Lauren Dennison, was partially blocked, but there was a timeout called before the 3 was put up. So Wittenberg back to a 10-point lead. And by the way, over in Greencastle, Indiana, bad news right now for the Wittenberg men. They're down 7, 45-38. They were up 34-31 at halftime.
How much time's left in that one, Dave?
There's 14:38 left to play over in Greencastle.
Men's basketball just had their best week of the season last week. I don't know, 3-0. Great overtime win over against Dennison.
By the way, the Wittenberg women will be on the road Saturday at Worcester. That's a afternoon game. I think that's a 1 o'clock start. It could be 3, but I think it's 1.
What day is it?
Saturday.
It's usually those afternoon games,
yes.
I feel like.
It's usually either 1 or 3, but I think the Worcester game's usually at 1. Lauren Dennison getting ready to inbound it for the Bishops. 42-32. Elizabeth Homan with the basketball. Elizabeth Homan has the 3 in the ball game. That's her 3 points. Drive by Casey Schiffer, right hand off the glass, up and in. Nice play by the Mechanicsburg product. She now has 9 points. Wittenberg with the basketball. Abigail Junker back to Delaney Williams. Wittenberg with an 8-point lead. Wittenberg in the front court. Abigail Junker. Abigail with a dribble. Into Jade Simpson. Jade with a nice move. Shot up with the left hand. Up and in. Jade Simpson turnaround shot up and in. Wittenberg back up 10. 44-34. 2:20 left to play. Third period. Elizabeth Homan. There's that Carly Ross is back in the game. Didn't see her check in. Sierra Joyner. Over to Carly Ross. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound, Delaney Williams gets it. Here come the Tigers. 2-on-2. Christy Kalis. Christy goes up for layup. No good. Rebound knocked around. Jada Malone with it again. Couldn't get it. Got it again. No good. But this time she's fouled. Jada Malone going to go to the line for 2.
We said at the beginning of the game, when you have 2 very even teams, 2 stats that really separate you are turnovers and offensive rebounds. In this quarter, Dave, it just seems like the Tigers have more energy to get to those boards.
Yeah, I tell you what, the offensive rebounds have really hurt Ohio Wesleyan the last couple trips down. Jada Malone foul line, free throw too strong. You could see that as soon as she left, it was going to be a little too strong. So she misses the first one. Jada Malone, second free throw on the way, too short. So missed them both. So Tigers still up 10. Sierra Joyner with the basketball. Sierra Joyner with a nice drive. Now lose control of the ball, gets it back. We're going to have a jump ball, I think. No jump ball. Casey Schiffer in the lane, puts it up with the left hand, no good, but she is fouled. Casey Schiffer going to go to the line for 2. It's funny, sometimes they call those jump balls right away, and other times, they kind of hang on to them for a few seconds.
I've never seen a quicker jump ball than the one we saw earlier in the game.
Yeah.
I swear, I don't even think that they had contact on the ball for more than a second.
Casey Schiffer, left-hand shot up and in, nothing but net. Nice touch for the line. She's now with 10 points. Her average is 13.4, getting close to her average. She has a nice form from the line. She's hit 3 free throws now. Nothing but net. She's got 11 points. Jade Simpson's going to leave for rest. Lauren Legate back in the lineup. Wittenberg lead at 8, 44-36. Minute 33 to play here in the third period. Bad pass and almost stolen by Carly Ross, but instead did she call a foul or just... I thought it was a foul. They did. They called a foul on Carly Ross. Taryn Cash going to go to the line for 2. So Taryn Cash going to be at the line. Minute 25 to play, third period. Free throw on the way, up and in, Taryn Cash. Taryn now with 6 points in the ball game, looking for point number 7. Free throw up and in. Taryn Cash hits 2, and Wittenberg back up 10, 46-36. They were up 10 as we started this third period. Elizabeth Holman with the basketball to Casey Schiffer. Casey Schiffer over to Lauren Dennison. Lauren Dennison with a drive. Nice dish off. Shot by Carly Ross up and in.
You said it earlier, Dave. Very impressive precision passing from this Ohio Wesleyan team.
And now a good pass by Lauren Legate. Taryn Cash scores. Lauren Legate with a great assist. 48-38. We have 48 seconds to play in the third period. Elizabeth Holman with a drive. She is fouled by Delaney. Well, let's see. I don't know who they called on. I don't know if it was Delaney or, let's see. It was Delaney Williams. I didn't know if they called her or went. So that's actually Delaney's first foul of the ball game. But it is the 5th foul, so Elizabeth Holman going to go to the line for 2. Her first trip to the line today. Free throw on the way, up and in, nothing but net. They've done a pretty good job at the foul line today.
Well, let's just talk about I know we'll talk about this during the break, but take note of the offensive output difference between the first half and just this third quarter alone.
Yes. She had both free throws, 48-40, Wittenberg up 8. Abigail Junker with the basketball. Over to Taryn Cash off her hands and now stolen away. And it goes off. Ohio Wesleyan out of bounds. Wittenberg might have got a break that time. I thought they were going to call a foul on Lauren Legate. Nobody complained, so maybe it was a good try by Ohio Wesleyan, but went off their hands out of bounds. And now almost a steal by the Bishops. Delaney Williams back with it. Delaney Williams, nice dish off to Christy Kalis. Missed a layup. Wow, Christy's not going to miss too many of those. It was a great pass by Delaney Williams. 18 seconds to play here in the third period. Lauren Dennison open for 3. Count
Wow.
Both 4-3 of the ball game.
4 of 6 now.
And the Wittenberg lead at 5, 48-43. Delaney Williams down, layup too strong. So they've cut it to 5. Ohio Wesleyan, good quarter for them. 48-43. Wittenberg leads by 5 when we get ready to come back for the start of the fourth quarter. Sam, your thoughts on that third period?
They had 19 points at the beginning of the quarter, Dave, and now they have 43.
Yeah.
So, I mean, especially with the way the offenses were lurking for the Tigers, they were averaging about 15 points a quarter. So the fact that they actually improved their pace with let me think here, let me do the math.
Well, they had 7 points in the first period, 12 points in the second, and they just scored 24 in that period.
I mean, and that just shows you the danger of this team, right, Dave? And that's what we've been saying, That's why building that early cushion was so vital. I mean, if you could tell the Tigers in the beginning of the game, hey, you're going to have a 5-point lead going into the fourth quarter, you think you should win this game. If you want to have a chance in the NCAC tournament, you have to be able to compete with teams like Ohio Wesleyan and not let them back in games like this. I mean, you have to give a huge credit, though, to Lauren Dennison.
Yes.
I mean, Lauren Dennison's three-point shooting. I was making sure I got her first name right. I've been messing Dennison up with my head with the entire game just because of the Dennison Big Red. But, I mean, Lauren Dennison has played a remarkable game from the arc, and I expect her to keep it up.
3 3-pointers that period.
Yeah, no, I mean, those are huge because they're huge momentum shifters.
Yes.
And
also, by the way, Casey Schiffer's come alive. She scored, 9 that period.
No, exactly. And we look at our stats, Dave, and 3-point field goal percentage, we're still only 1 made in the entire game.
1 of 14. So Wittenberg with the basketball to start our last period. Delaney Williams, Taryn Cash, Christy Kalis, Lauren Legate, and Abigail Junker out there for the Tigers. And now a steal by Ohio Wesleyan. Now jump ball, but it'll be Ohio Wesleyan. Good play right there by Lauren Dennison again. I think that's who that was. Yeah, it was Lauren Dennison made that play. Lauren Dennison from Pataskala, Watkins Memorial High School. She's just a sophomore. They're pretty young. Well, they've got a couple seniors. They've got a couple good ones, Molly Delaney and Sierra Joyner. Elizabeth Holman with the basketball. Lauren Dennison. Nice dish and a foul. Abigail Junker fouls. I think that's Casey Schiffer got fouled. That's got to be a shooting foul.
I think they called it on the floor.
Oh, they called on the floor. Wow. Or is that? No, I'm sorry. It was Molly Delaney got fouled. Boy, I thought that was a shooting foul. And I think Coach Lubdell thinks the same thing. Lubdell. So Wittenberg might have got a break on that one. Sarah Joyner with the basketball out to Elizabeth Holman. Over to Casey Schiffer. Lauren Dennison. Casey Schiffer. Out to Lauren Dennison. Elizabeth Holman with 3 on the way. Wow. Up and in, Elizabeth Holman. Her second 3 of the ball game, and all of a sudden the Wittenberg lead at 2, 48-46. That was 48-38, I'm pretty sure, so it's been an 8-0 run for Mechanicsburg. For Ohio Wesleyan, I'm thinking of Casey in her Mechanicsburg background. Abigail Junker with a drive in the lane, turnaround shot, up and in, big shot by Abigail Junker. She now has 9 points. Wittenberg back up 4. Elizabeth Holman with the basketball. She has 2 big threes in the ball game now, Elizabeth. Sarah Joyner, Elizabeth Holman. Sarah Joyner with the basketball. Move in the lane, almost a steal, but Delaney Williams going to pick up the foul. It's going to be her second foul, team foul number 2 on the Tigers. The Tigers don't want to pick up too many fouls and get them in the free throw line because they're a pretty good free throw shooting team. Jada Malone and Jade Simpson back in the lineup. Lauren Legate and Taryn Cash going to take a rest. So Jada Malone, Delaney Williams, Jade Simpson, Abigail Junker, and Christy Kalis out there for the Tigers. Pass inside Sarah Joyner. Sarah Joyner makes a move. Turnaround shot, short. Christy Kalis with a rebound. Christy Delaney Williams. 8:20 left to play in our ball game. Wittenberg with a 4-point lead. Ohio Wesleyan hunkering down on defense. Delaney Williams, open shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Elizabeth Holman. 5'4" point guard down to Sierra Joyner. She throws up a wild shot, no good, but rebound right there by Casey Schiffer.
Oh,
now, nice layup. Oh, wow. Sierra Joyner missed a point-blank layup. I don't think you'll see that too many times.
Christy had one
Delaney Williams goes in for a layup, and she scores. Boy, that is a 4-point swing because it looked like they were going to cut it to 2. Now it's back to 6, 52-46. Into Casey Schiffer. Casey. Shot off the glass, up and in. Casey Schiffer coming alive here in the second half. 14 points now for Casey Schiffer. Make it 13 points, I'm sorry. Delaney Williams with the basketball, 7:20 to play. Wittenberg up 4. To Christy Kalis inside to Jade Simpson. Jade is fouled. And they say I think they're saying it was a shooting foul.
Going up, yep.
Sarah Joyner picks up the foul, I think. No, actually it was on Lauren Dennison picks it up. So Jade Simpson going to foul line for the first time this evening. Wittenberg up 4. Semi Brar back in the lineup for Abigail Junker. I think Semi's going to have a fine career here at Wittenberg. Free throw on the way, Jade Simpson up and in. Her first free throw of the ball game. She now has 7 points. 7:13 to play. Second free throw on the way, up and in, hit the front of the rim, kissed off the glass and fell through. So Wittenberg back up 6. Elizabeth Holman down to Casey Schiffer. Casey dribbled it off her foot, wow. They got to break that time because Christy Kalis fouled her right when she dribbled the ball off her foot. So some good fortune for Ohio Wesleyan.
It's a game of runs, Dave. It's also a game of calls sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get things that go your way, and that's not only, referee-wise, but the way the ball bounces.
Yeah. I think the officials done a pretty good job here today.
Completely agree.
Now almost a steal by Wittenberg, but a great play shot. Lauren Dennison up and in. Lauren Dennison.
Talking about how the ball bounces, am I right?
Yeah, that ball was batted through about 3 times, and Lauren Dennison finally came down with it, and she scores.
She has a great stroke, doesn't she?
She does, yeah. Delaney Williams with a drive, shot up and in. Delaney Williams. Lane with her 5th and 6th point. Wittenberg back up by half a dozen. Now the ball knocked out of bounds by Wittenberg. Casey Schiffer now with 15, Lauren Dennison with 14, Wittenberg, Taryn Cash, and Abigail Junker, and Christy Kalis all with 9 each. So Wittenberg yet to have a player in double figures. But right now they lead because they've had some pretty good balanced scoring. Casey Schiffer with the basketball. Kingsburg product has really come alive here in the second half. She kind of threw up a wild shot, but it was partially blocked. And maybe not so much wild, maybe it was blocked, maybe it might look like a wild shot. Locked out of bounds. She's really done a fine job.
Oh, absolutely. Let's talk about this lineup for a minute, Dave. With 6 minutes and 20 seconds left, you have Christy Kalis, the lone senior, and then Jade Simpson, a sophomore, and then 3 freshman guards out there. That shows you the trust Coach Jetter has in this squad.
Sierra Joyner after Elizabeth Homan. Elizabeth Homan in the lane. Elizabeth Homan, nice pass to Sierra Joyner, and she is fouled. Great pass by Elizabeth Homan to Sierra Joyner, breaking to the bucket. Jade Simpson picks up the foul. It's only her second. I don't think anybody's running in foul trouble on either team tonight. Free thrown away by Sierra Joyner, hit the front of the rim, kissed off the glass, and fell through. Nothing wrong with that. Wittenberg's had a couple of those tonight. 7 of 9. They've done a nice job from the foul line. Second free throw. And again, same thing. Front of the rim. Although that one didn't hit the glass, it hit off the back of the rim too. But fell in. Semi Brar to Jada Malone. Jada Malone charge. Get called for a charge. Molly Delaney takes the charge. Jada Malone gets up a little gingerly.
It seems like Jada Malone got the blunt of the trauma right there.
Well, the worst part is that's foul number 5 on Wittenberg, but it's not a shooting foul because it's an offensive foul. But every foul from here on in by Wittenberg will be sent to Ohio Wesleyan at the foul line, and Wittenberg has only committed, or Ohio Wesleyan's only committed 1 foul. Kelsey Wolf back in lineup for Lauren Dennison. Tigers up 4, 56-52. Battling Bishops. They've been battling the whole ball game. They've been down as many as 14. Casey Schiffer to Sierra Joyner. Sierra with a drive. Dishes it back. It's going to be over and back. Delaney Williams picks it up, though, under the bucket. Delaney Williams to Christy Kalis. Layup up and in. Delaney Williams ran it down and then passed off to Christy Kalis for an easy layup.
The Energizer Bunny.
All of a sudden, Tiger lead back at 6. Elizabeth Holman, long 3. That's going to be off. Rebound, Christy Kalis. You could see that one when she put it up. It was not going to hit. It hit the rim, but it was going to be short. Sometimes they put them up, and you can tell when they throw them up, they look really good. That one just didn't for Elizabeth. Taryn Cash with a basketball, and she dribbled it off her foot out of bounds. Oh, they say it's off the foot of Ohio Wesleyan. And now the coach is complaining. I think she won the charge down there. Official tells coach, hey, go back to your bench. Back in the lineup, Carly Ross coming in for Molly Delaney. Carly Ross has had 5 points in the ball game for Ohio Wesleyan. Semi Brar with the basketball. Semi Brar, spin, moving lane, put the shot up. No good, but she is fouled.
What a spin move, though, right there.
Wow, that's
from the
2 shots. I didn't know if she was shooting that, but they say it's a shooting foul. So Wittenberg has a chance to extend that lead with 4:55 to play. Semi Brar free throw up and in. Tigers up 7, 59-52. 4:55 to play in her ball game. Only the second team foul for Ohio Wesleyan in this period. Semi Brar hits them, but Brar hits them both. Remember, it's Brar, and I apologize. Sometimes I say Brar, it's Semi Brar. Casey Schiffer with a nice drive up, and basket didn't go in, but she is fouled. She's going to go to the line for 2, where she's already 3 for 3. She has really gotten very aggressive in the second half, and I'm sure they probably told her, hey, we need you to go to the bucket, and she's been doing it.
Some of those players need that, Dave. You know, some players aren't wired. So Delaney Williams, you know, is going to get up every day and ready to compete and ready to be the most loud person in the room. With some players that are a little bit more soft-spoken, sometimes you need a coach to fire you up during a halftime speech, and there's nothing wrong with that play style.
Well, Casey Schiffer's really done a great job. She now has 5 baskets and 5 free throws. So she's 15 points, and she hadn't missed a free throw, 5 for 5. Chrissy Kalis, Tigers beat the press again. Semi Brar with 60-54. Wittenberg up by 6. 4:30 left to play in her ball game. Plenty of time left for Ohio Wesleyan now. 10 on the shot clock. Delaney Williams over to Taryn Cash. Taryn over to Christy Kalis. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound. Taryn Cash goes up. Wow. She's fouled. Carly Ross picks up the foul. Again, another offensive foul. That has really hurt Ohio Wesleyan this second half.
Well, no one was down in the paint, Dave. It was kind of remarkable. I mean, Taryn Cash was able to run completely free, untouched down into that low paint area to get that offensive rebound.
That's Wittenberg's 11th offensive rebound, and I think that's 6 this half. And the first free throw hits the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and falls in. 10 points now for Taryn Cash in the ball game. Off the bench. Free throw on the way, up and in. Taryn Cash now with 11 points, and Wittenberg lead back to 8, 62-54. Carly Ross has a wide open lane to the bucket, and she's called for a charge. She knocked over Semi Brar, or no, excuse me, it was, Semi Brar took that charge. Back in lineup, Molly Delaney for Carly Ross. She had the lane. She was driving, but Wittenberg closed it off pretty quickly. Charge call, 62-54. Delaney Williams with the ball in the front court. 4 minutes left to play in our ball game. Delaney Williams, nice dish off Chrissy Kalis, shot block. Great block by Sierra Joyner. Casey Schiffer with the basketball. That could come into play big time. That looked like it might be an easy bucket, but a great block by Sierra Joyner. Turnaround shot, no good, but she's fouled. Sierra Joyner going to go back to the line for 2, where she is 2 for 3. Hey, back in Greencastle, Indiana, an update. DePaul on top of Wittenberg, 65-63. We've got 3:04 left to play in that one. Here we've got 3:45 left to play. Wittenberg by 8. Sierra Joyner, free throw in and out. Rimmed in and out. Every point really important right now for the battling Bishops. Free throw on the way. That one hit the front of the rim, back of the rim, and in. Timeout Wittenberg, full timeout. We've got 3:45 left to play. Wittenberg desperately trying to hold on against a very good Ohio Wesleyan team. This Ohio Wesleyan team beat them less than a month ago, 82-58 over in Delaware.
Well, Dave, at the beginning of the game, we said the importance of getting out to a fast start. In that first quarter, the Wittenberg Tigers were able to hold them to, how many, was it just
7 points?
7 points, and they were able to create an 8-point cushion. That 8-point cushion has proved very vital, considering the last 2.5 quarters have been extremely tight.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that you know, it just shows you how important a good start is for a team, because it gives you a cushion. Because when you have teams like this, I mean, the fact that Wittenberg has been able to match all of these runs from Dennison is something that's very encouraging going forward. But I think that Coach Williams-Jeter realizes, I had an interview with her at the beginning of the season. She's like, girls, at one point, the hunters become the hunted because you finally catch your prey, and then other people start chasing you. How do you handle it? Like, you have to come out every day, and you have to realize they're going to be coming for you. And I think that the start that Wittenberg had today kind of shows, okay, they're starting to get that sort of mindset down.
By the way, and I think you'll be talking to Coach again today, won't you? It'll be on.
Yes. It will be on Witt Athletics social media post-game.
Okay. Taryn Cash with the basketball. 3:38 left to play in the ball game. Taryn Cash in the front court for the Tigers. Taryn Cash. Semi Brar. Behind the back dribbles, able to get it back, almost lost it. Semi Brar. 10 on the shot clock. Going to drive, kicks it off. Chrissy Kalis. It's not going to count. She hit a 3, but it's not going to count because Semi Brar just picked up a charge. Boy, Christy Kalis, that could have been a real death knell for Ohio Wesleyan if that 3 would have counted. But a charge on Semi. Abigail Junker back line for Taryn Cash.
Well, that was a great play design right there from that timeout call. Remember, Dave, we talked earlier about capitalizing off those timeouts. We had a turnover in the first one and then committed a horrible foul right there.
By the way, that would have been the Tigers' only their second three of the game if it would have counted. Now, Wittenberg's got to keep them off the three-point line if they can. Pass inside, and another foul, Delaney Williams. That was not a good foul. She pushed her from behind, and now you're going to let them score with the clock off or give them a shot. Molly Delaney going to go to the line, so you really got to be a little smarter now. You know, you've got a 7-point lead. Now they can score with the clock off. And she hit nothing but net. They have a good free throw shooting team. They're now 12 of 15. Make it 13 of 16. Now the Wittenberg lead back down to 5, 62-57. 3:05 left to play in our ball game. High Wesleyan, you have to give it to them. They are not. They're hanging right in there. And you expect that, yeah. They're such a good team. Semi Brar over to Christy Kalis. Christy Kalis. Dish down to Jade Simpson. Up the left hand, up and in. Great pass by Chrissy Kalis. 10 for Jade now. Now a timeout called by Coach Lobdell. Okay, so let's take a look. Casey Schiffer has 17. She's the leading scorer in the ball game for the Bishops. Lauren Dennison has 14. For Wittenberg, 11 each for Taryn Cash and Christy Kalis, and 10 for Jade Simpson. Abigail Junker with 9. A lot of good balanced scoring. Sarah Joyner has 9. Elizabeth Homan 8 on the other for the Bishops. Abigail Junker 9. Semi Brar 7. So these teams are really playing their heart out tonight. Both these teams, good-looking teams. Fun, been a fun game tonight.
Well, I think that you look at Wittenberg. I think Wittenberg had an idea of being in contention for this NCAC title going up against teams like Ohio Wesleyan. So this was a great chance, kind of a get-right game. If you recall from the previous time these two matched up, the Tigers were outmatched almost in every phase of the game. And to come out on your home court and be able to kind of right that wrong, they have been able to do that today, which is very exciting for the rest of this season.
2:35 left to play in our ball game. High Wesleyan desperately trying to get back in the ball game. Drive, shot, spin move. Molly Delaney up with the left hand, up and in. Molly Delaney coming alive.
They really have great low post moves. I don't know if you've noticed that, Dave, but their ability to create separation with spins and bumps, I mean, it's very impressive.
6-point lead for Wittenberg. Make it a 5-point lead, 64-59. Abigail Junker with the basketball. 13 on the shot clock. Abigail Junker to Semi Brar. Semi Brar shot from beyond the foul line, up and in. Semi Brar, wow. Ice water in those veins. 66-59. She is really going to be a fine player. Lauren Dennison, who's had a great night, 14 tonight, 4 threes. Pass underneath. Casey Schiffer. European step, no good. Rebound comes down to Wittenberg. No. Sarah Joyner gets it back. Wittenberg couldn't hold on. Lauren Dennison, 3. No good. Rebound, Christy Kalis. And she is fouled. And that's going to be the 5th foul, and that's going to send Christy Kalis to the line for 2. Christy with 11 points here in the ball game. Minute 24 to play. Wittenberg on top, 66-59. If they can hold on to this lead, it will be a huge win for the Tigers as they're trying to hold on to that 4th spot in the NCAC. Free throw on the way. Chrissy Kalis up and in. 12 in the game now for Christy. Free throw on the way, up and in. Christy, a perfect 5 for 5 from the foul line.
Christy gets to receive a season average, 2 of 13 points, Dave.
Back the other way, Elizabeth Homan loses control of the ball. We're going to have a jump ball, and it's Wittenberg possession. Elizabeth Homan just lost control of the basketball. Wittenberg with the ball in a 9-point lead, a minute 16 to play. Pass inbounds to Delaney Williams, almost lost it. Delaney Williams knocks it ahead in the front court and got it back. Ohio Wesleyan probably going to be forced to foul. Christy Kalis to Semi Barrar. Down to 13 on the shot clock. Semi Barrar going to drive. Semi Barrar is going to get called for a charge. So it's okay to be aggressive, but you got to think there. You don't want to charge right into her.
Especially when you still had some time on the shot clock, Dave. When they're playing that defense where they're basically saying we don't want to foul yet, you have to make them pay for that decision, right? It's always plus negatives to every decision you make. If I were them, I would have taken the foul there, but it's actually a great call by Ohio Wesleyan because they still get a good amount of time.
Casey Schiffer with the basketball back to Lauren Dennison. Lauren Dennison out to Molly Delaney. Molly Delaney down to 38 seconds. Down to Casey Schiffer. Now you just don't want to foul her, and she scores.
Yeah, that's a win for Wittenberg, though, right there.
Yeah, because they took a lot of time. Semi Barrar is, they call a charge on Semi Barrar again. Wow. Semi Barrar gets called for a foul. Again, another charge. That is her fourth foul. Timeout. So they still got 31 seconds, and they were only down 7. So that was two costly fouls the last time, both on Semi Barrar, both charges.
I mean, it's the right call, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Semi expected someone to be that close with in the legal position. And, I mean, it was a very heads-up play. But like we said, that is one of the issues with inexperience is you don't understand possibly the out of the ordinary things players might do to try and get the ball back. Very heads-up play right there from Ohio Wesleyan, though.
Yeah, Ohio Wesleyan, they have a nice ball club.
Absolutely.
Again, they've only lost twice in conference play. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I assume maybe they lost to Oberlin once and DePaul once.
The way that I look at it, Dave, and like the one thing you want is like when you lose early on in seasons, right? And there's an excuse that some teams make. Well, they're good losses because we're losing to good teams. Well, if you want to be a good team, you're going to have to eventually beat those good teams. You can't keep saying, we lost to a good team.
Yeah, and here's the thing for Wittenberg with 31 seconds left. First of all, you got to keep this team off the 3.
Yes, absolutely.
If they hit a 3 and cut it to 4, then you got to make sure you don't turn the ball over and make them foul you. Semi Barrar now with 4 fouls, though. It's going to be Ohio Wesleyan basketball. And again, one thing that hurt Ohio Wesleyan last trip down, even though he scored, they really took a lot of time off the clock.
20 seconds, Dave.
Sierra Joyner back to Molly Delaney. Delaney with a nice spin move. Out to Sierra Joyner. Sierra Joyner in the lane. The European step, no good. Rebound, Wittenberg. Delaney Williams, and she is fouled. So Delaney Williams going to go to the line for 2. And again, they took a little bit of time that time.
Ohio Wesleyan foul number 44, Lauren Dennison.
16.6 seconds left. So right now, it looks pretty good for the Tigers, but you've seen some strange things in games over the years.
I would say if Delaney can ice these free throws, I would put the Sam guarantee of no broadcaster jinxes possible.
Delaney hits the first free throw.
Three possessions in 16 seconds, I would like to think is nearly impossible.
By the way, bad news out of Greencastle. DePaul wins 75-67. Delaney missed the second free throw. Wittenberg up by 8. Lauren Dennison to Elizabeth Homan. Elizabeth Homan now steal by Delaney Williams. And now another foul on Ohio Wesleyan. So Delaney Williams going to go to the line for 2. This one is now all over but the shouting. 7 seconds. Good to see Sam. Thanks so much, Sam. Sam's going to go down and get ready to interview Coach, and you can see that again on Wittenberg social media after the game. Delaney Williams free throw on the way, up and in. But you have to hand it to Ohio Wesleyan. They did not give up today, but what a great game for the Tigers. Delaney Williams misses the second free throw. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. That's it. Molly Delaney put that 3 up. Wittenberg comes away with the win tonight. Wittenberg 70 and Ohio Wesleyan 61. Ohio Wesleyan has their 6-game winning streak come to an end. Wittenberg extends their 3-game winning streak now to 4. Ohio Wesleyan falls to 17-5 and 10-3 in conference play. Wittenberg moves out to 13-7 and 7-4 in conference play. Great win for the Wittenberg Tigers. Take a look at the team numbers. For Ohio Wesleyan, 21 of 51 for 41%. Wittenberg 24 of 55 for 44%. 3-point field goals. Ohio Wesleyan 6 of 15, 40%. I mean, you're happy with 35. Ohio Wesleyan shot 40%. Wittenberg, tough night, 1 of 15 for just 7%. From the free throw line, Ohio Wesleyan 13 of 16, 81%. Wittenberg 21 of 27 for 78%. Turnovers, 20 for Ohio Wesleyan, 15 for Wittenberg. Here's another big stat. Points off turnovers, Ohio Wesleyan able to score 12. Wittenberg scored 22 off the turnovers from Ohio Wesleyan. Total rebounds, Wittenberg wins 32-26. Another thing that really hurt Ohio Wesleyan in the second half, Wittenberg had a total of 11 offensive rebounds, 5 for Ohio Wesleyan, and I think Wittenberg had 5 at the end of the first half. So 6 big offensive boards came at crucial times for Wittenberg in that second half. Assists in the ball game. Wittenberg and Ohio Wesleyan each had 12. Blocks, Ohio Wesleyan 2, Wittenberg 1. Steals, Wittenberg with 9, Ohio Wesleyan with 4. Bench points, pretty close. It was not close. I was looking at the wrong column. It was Wittenberg 19 and only 5 for Ohio Wesleyan. Second chance points, Wittenberg 7-6. Points in the paint, Wittenberg 44, Ohio Wesleyan 26, I should say. And fast break points, Wittenberg all over that, 14-2. Let's take a look at our final scoring in the ball game. Playing and not scoring for Ohio Wesleyan, Avery Maxiner, Alyssa Griner, and Kelsey Wolf. 5 points for Carly Ross, 6 for Molly Delaney, 8 for Elizabeth Homan. Sierra Joyner, who comes in averaging almost 16 points a game at 15.7. Wittenberg able to hold her today to only 9 points. She was 3 for 12 from the floor. Lauren Dennison had 14 points. Great game by Lauren Dennison. She had 4 threes, 4 of 7, so great job. And how about a double-double for Casey Schiffer from Mechanicsburg? Casey had 19 points, and she had 11 boards tonight. She was 5 for 5 from free throw line and 7 for 13 from the floor. So nice game for Casey Schiffer, the Mechanicsburg product. For Wittenberg, playing and not scoring tonight, McKenna Baker, 2 points each for Lauren Legate and Kylie Sloan. Jada Malone with 6 points for the Tigers. Delaney Williams had 8. Delaney also had 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Semi Brar had 9 big points tonight for the Tigers, 5 for 6 from the foul line. Abigail Yunker with 9 points tonight. Jade Simpson with 10 points and 5 boards. Taryn Cash had 11 points, big off the bench for the Tigers. She was 5 for 5 from the foul line. And Christy Kalis came in on the night with 1,313 points. She has 1,326 points because she got 13 points tonight. Again, Christie also led the team in rebounding with 6. So a great ball game tonight. Wittenberg comes away with the victory. So speaking for Sam Monachino, thanks so much, Sam. He always does a great job. This is Dave Williams reminding you the women, now unfortunately the men lost tonight at DePaul 75-67. The women will be on the road Saturday at Worcester. I think that one starts at 1. You might double check, might be 3, but I'm pretty sure that's a 1 o'clock start at Worcester on Friday or Saturday. And then the women will be right back here a week from tonight as they'll take on Kenyon a week from tonight. Here it's scheduled to be the last home game, but I don't know what they're going to do. They lost a home game to Dennison and a home game to DePaul, so we'll see if they can get those games made up. But a great win for Wittenberg tonight, 72-61. Again, Wittenberg now 13-7 and 7-4 in conference play. So for Sam Monachino, this is Dave Williamson. Thanks so much for listening to this broadcast of the Wittenberg Sports Network, coming to you from Pam Evans Smith Arena. For the final time tonight, our final score, Wittenberg 70, Ohio Wesleyan 61. Good night, everybody.